All right.
All
right.
Hey, how are you? Very good.
right, we're now live.
Okay.
I'll be there.
I got a date.
Okay.
Like it, Ryan. All right, if we can, call the meeting to order. All of the aldermen are here, along with our clerk Melissa Martin, and if Alderman Mike Lockwood is preparing to play.
I invite you to pray with me. Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for all the many blessings of life that you give us every day. Thank you for your presence. Thank you that we don't ever have to ask you to be with us because you're there, Lord. And with that in mind, Father, I pray that what we do tonight will not only be pleasing you, but our decisions, our thoughts, our words will all be beneficial for this city and its residents. First, in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
motion.
All in favor? A motion to accept consent agenda number 146. Second.
Discussion. Just want to thank Ben for serving as our, our defender pro tem. But like I said, anytime someone's willing to step up and serve, and he's behind the scene, no one knows his name, but I mean, just to let them know.
All the jobs. It's not like, it's a tough job to fit in. It's a true service job, same thing, much money too. On top of that, so we do appreciate this service there. He's a very excellent attorney. And it means we're looking for a person as we speak. Their role is doing some military service right now. He is our public defender, so we are hopefully I'll have somebody very soon. But Michelle doing that. I'm looking for someone for us. But anyway, well taken. Got a motion, got a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Public comment. Samantha, come on up here. Wow, you got some really neat handwriting. I like that.
Really, thank you. It was kind of hurriedly, so I'm not sure if that was sarcastic.
I mean, that's good.
Really?
You-
Well, thank you. I ran across from the library, had to make copies, and I was trying to get over here in time, so
Yeah,
I was breathing heavy. My name is Samantha Collier. Thank you for having me. I am a Petal resident. I've lived here my whole life. I did move to Jones County for a few years, but I came back because Petal's home. I felt comfortable here. I've always been here. I lived in the city for the most of my life. My grandmother stays right here in the city. My aunt has a few properties here in the city. So, of course, to be back in the city was comfortable for me. I rent the property that she owns on Hillcrest Slope. I live at 405, and I've been there since 2018. And I am in the predicament now with the water department because the online portal, which has recently been updated, thankfully, has become slightly more of a burden than an issue because I found myself today with my water disconnected. And this is an on-current issue. It's not just once, it's not just twice. This actually happened to me last year, twice in 1 month in September, with payments made in between those dates because you can't get your water turned back on until you pay the full balance. So with the full balance being paid, and then just 2 weeks later, I have almost the exact same amount balance due, and I can't get anybody to explain to me why. The portal doesn't explain it. And when I get to the water department, I get no explanation either. The last time I spoke with the billing manager, La Princess, it escalated to the point of her calling the police because she refused to answer my question about the 15% fee that is supposed to go onto your bill if you do not pay by 5 p.m. business days on the 21st, which my question was, how is this when if you don't have your bill paid by the 16th, you have to pay the late fee. Your water gets turned off. How is there a fee added to that? If your water is disconnected, that was my question. Is that added to a new bill that's not there? Is this added to your previous bill? And I could never, La Princess was the last one that I spoke to about it. I do have a family member that works there, so I try not to get her anything involved with it. That's why I do like to speak to La Princess. But again, and Officer Chief Hyatt was there when it happened. And he suggested, of course, if I can't get the answers thoroughly, like I'm requesting, he did suggest, of course, follow procedure. And I have sent emails, and I'm at a dead end, and I can't really get any answers other than to come to the board. So I don't know what the resolution would be. I just think that there should be a little bit more transparency. There's not any itemized billing on the portal as of right now. Even with the new update, before I left, I refreshed my browser just to make sure it wasn't just my internet. I cannot pull any. I made a payment yesterday of $85, $87.98 with the $2.98 convenience fee. And I cannot even get a receipt. I cannot view my receipt. Now, that's on the online portal. The kiosk has been down. Yesterday, I paid online because I pulled up to the window. There was somebody at the window. I stepped out of my car to go to the kiosk. The kiosk was down. I could not use the kiosk. So I had no choice but to pay that $2.98 convenient fee. That's now put me in a deeper fee of now I have to pay over. I'm right at $200. It's $206.68 now that I was trying to avoid. But, I can't get any itemization on that. And that was my thing. I'm not sure. You get a receipt and it'll tell you on your bill what you have to pay. You have your sewer treatment, your water, you've got your garbage, the late fee. Those are separate fees. And I know on receipts, whenever you get your receipt, they do have it itemized like that to where if you make a payment, it doesn't allocate where it directly goes. It does not directly go whether it's going, specifically to the water or if it's going to the garbage, whether they, do they do the sewer and the treatment or the water and then they do the garbage last, or how are they doing that? And so that was the email that I sent today, and I received that they were unaware of how the policy worked. So yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Read the email.
Yes, sir. That was the one I forwarded today. Yes, sir.
I believe Melissa had sent you something.
Yes, sir.
Did that email?
Yes, sir.
It says specifically how all this works.
Yes, sir. But I'm not. That's why I was trying to figure out how.
See how that would not.
I can't view that though. I was trying to figure out how I can't see that at all. I can't see an itemized copy of that.
I'm glad to print out what we've got.
I've got the policy procedure for
Yeah.
that's posted. I'm trying to see on my website on the portal if you could pull the portal up so I can show you. I will log in right now. I can't view any. It'll tell me what I owe
When you're getting in the portal.
to pay my bill.
I'm
And to
saying
view what I owe.
after I-
There's a little bit more of a deeper issue. Honestly, I've got all I can view on there is till 2023. There's activity made. And then there is up until the furthest I can see is we've got 79 days. And so it was deposited to my account. And in between those days,
You use
I was
that- you use a
disconnected.
debit card or something like that?
well, up until they just updated the portal, you could not use a debit or credit card. You only had to use a bank account, which put me into a big situation last year, which is actually why I'm here now. Because that's why I'm here. I'm gathering.
Is your auto on right now?
No, sir, it's disconnected. And it's, we have 79 days. That was another big question. Why is it taking 79 days till payment was made, whether it be cash, because cash generally goes through directly. I give it 1 or 2, 3 days, weekend, understandable business days, but 79 days, that's a lot. And I don't,
What now?
before activity was made, which was the payment that I was made, before it was deposited to my account. And in between those days, my services were disconnected.
We don't see anything.
I have it. If you would like to log into my portal, I can show you everything I have.
We made several payments. and-
Several payments. This was from 2023. This was from 2020. If you go to the very bottom, but I am. That's what I'm saying. I am worried about that because that's where it all started. Yeah, I would love that. I'd love that. But the reason I can't do that is because of bills like these that are stacked on top of each other. Because these fees, $75. I make $13.50 an hour and I get paid every 2 weeks. My check this week was $555. I already had to ask for an advancement from my boss because the low income housing program that I did qualify for, I just found out last week that the PRVO, they said that when you apply and they pre-qualify you at the top of it, from the Mississippi Department of Human Services, it says that they will contact you within 15 business days. They do not contact you within 15 business days because it does not go to their office.
Let's kind of
So-
go through some of that.
Yes, sir, I understand that, but I feel like y'all are just trying to skip past what I was trying to say, and it's
I mean,
not just.
from a
I've tried to do it the proper
from a
way.
legal standpoint,
That's what I'm trying to get at. I
our
don't.
system, we charge for water.
Yes, sir, I
We don't
understand
get
that.
Money for that water.
Yes, sir.
We can't legally continue
So
to
you
give
can
it.
see that I've continuously tried to pay on there. Yes, sir, but I was just trying to.
I'm saying the pay history is tough on some of this, where there weren't payments. I mean, you literally have to not pay us for like 2 months before we touch your water. Your water's cut off right
Yes, sir. And I made payment yesterday. That's what I'm trying to
now.
tell you.
Not full amount. Now, we can.
I can't afford the full amount. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I get paid every 2 weeks. That's what they've never. That's what I'm trying to get at. Nobody's ever given me any option. And no, I've never been offered a hardship. La Princess, and I have talked to La Princess about. She has never offered me a hardship, not one
We
time.
were on a hardship back in 2018 that was voided in 2019 due to non-payment.
Okay, that was when I first moved in, right? Correct. And I was not aware that was what a hardship was. I mean, yes, sir. And I will admit that that I was back on my own, and I was very, very not. I was not aware of the situation, and I was not mature to. I'm trying to pay attention to my bills, and I just, sir, I work from 3 to 4, 3 to 9.
Okay.
I work Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And see about getting a hardship set back up.
I would love to do anything. My water is continuously getting cut off. I don't even like to be here. And I feel like he thinks I'm being disrespectful. That is not me at all. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I'm also being cut off as well.
Yeah.
And I understand that there is a time frame. Believe me, that's why I'm trying to talk faster. But I can't. It's embarrassing to even be here. First of all.
They still want your normal amount of water. But then they can divide that other up into a certain amount of payments, and it's still not gonna be easy. I don't want to tell you that.
That's fine. I don't mind paying my bill, sir. I don't mind paying my bill. As you can see,
Yeah.
I try to.
Yeah.
Last month you can look, and there's a question that I have a question. There's 13. There was. I literally went from credit card. Debit card. I maxed my. If I have $156 to my name right now, that I can go pay all my water bill, and I have no money. I just got paid yesterday. So I'm not trying to throw a pity party here, but I'm just trying to get people to understand that not every single person in the city has money like that. I'm 35, single. I'm never married. I do not have children. I do finally qualify, or unfortunately, for government assistance. And so, yeah, with me not being able to get my food stamps this month because the government shut down, I have had to take my own money to buy things for my own house. And I'm not saying that I don't have responsibilities, but I just feel like
If you could come in and talk with La Princess, I'll have a conversation with her. And
if you don't mind, could I have somebody there, please? Because we have talked several times,
You see
and
the issue with this, right?
sir,
You see the issue with this.
No, sir, I
entire process,
don't.
right? The issue is we can't give water away for free.
I understand that. I said I don't mind paying for my bill. Sir, all I'm asking is for an itemized copy of what's being paid by the citizens. That's all I'm asking. I haven't got any answers. I've asked you to show me on the portal, and I haven't gotten any answers to what I'm trying to say. I have not received any answers. You're telling me that, but I've not seen. Right, but on the portal, when I go just recently, when they just updated, because now you can pay. But can you explain what the activity date? Why? Because that was the real problem. By payments are being made, and it's taking 79 days. Is nobody understand? But I do. Do I need to pull my phone out and show you? I was trying to be. It does, but Yes, sir. But actually, if you think about it, it does, because I was charged for reconnect fees that have to be paid that day before. $75, which you have to pay every time to get your water turned. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because it's been an ongoing issue. No, sir, that has not, because there were. Yes, sir. And there are legal. That's why I'm trying to. Yes, sir.
More than glad to comply with any
Yes, sir.
order to do so.
So you're not willing to look into the fee? You're not willing to look into my account to see if there was any discrepancies? No, sir. No, sir. I did not say tonight. I did not say tonight.
Okay, well, I mean, you're kind of sounding as though.
I didn't expect anything to be done tonight.
We got a bigger issue anyway, if we're gonna get your water cut back on. You got-
Well, I mean, I could have went to borrow the money, but that's just gonna put me in a bigger bind. I have family, again, like I stated. I have family. My father passed away in 2022, who was homeless, so I'm trying not to get to that point. But yes, sir. And if you'll see, I paid my bills. That was another thing that La Princess stated. To me, I think it's bullying. If somebody can't pay their full bill, at the same time that y'all say that it's date, as long as it gets paid throughout the month. I'm just not understanding why, because that's what also the princess stated, but you're not even paying your full bill. If I pay my bill $10 tonight because I work for DoorDash, and then I pay $15 more because that's when I get the next money, what does that matter? Does it matter that my bills are paid, or does it matter that I'm paying them on time?
We need $206.
Yes, sir, I understand that. Actually, I'm trying to understand because I paid $87 yesterday for,
$206.
yes, sir, right. But I need to, I'm trying to understand why my bill was 70. Well, how much is the bill every month? $79, correct?
Well,
Late fees are added onto it,
he had like these things that-
right? And so is that not around $85?
Yeah, I guess the minimum would be somewhere in the ballpark of that, I guess.
And so if it was not $85, maybe you said ballpark. So we're going to cut water off for ballpark.
Well, yeah.
You had to pay last night, but still have
Yes, sir.
to
I do. I pay I understand that. Again, this has been, so because you don't care that, okay, so it started a year ago when the portal was a very big issue because Cash App, sir, this, yes, sir, I understand, but I'm trying to, but can I email this to you then,
You
please?
can email it to me. you
Okay,
can-
because I think that it would be better understood that this started a year ago when the portal declined a $100 payment that I have screenshots, I have proof. The princess, that was when it all started, was because I have a $105 payment that was made. The portal gave me a confirmation the very next day. In the portal, it was
I
denied.
appreciate everything you said. I don't follow all of it. But
Yes, sir.
I do want to say, but we do care. So don't
I-
ever say that we don't care.
Yes, sir.
We're not out there randomly.
I never said anybody didn't care.
We're not out there.
I never said anybody didn't care at
all.
all. For the record, I never said that anyone didn't care.
Usually delay as long as we can to try to get that. That's why we have the hardship. Other water departments don't even do that.
Yes, sir. Did
Water forgiveness or anything like that, they don't.
I understand that? And I have mentioned that, and the princess has never offered me that. That was what I also said earlier. I understand that, but I was not, okay, well, I don't like to be a tattletale, but Paula was also the one who did that because Paula worked there then. And I also had my fiance was a police officer for Petal, and I'm sure he had a little bit of pull with that. So I also just didn't want to be, name throwing out there, but I'm just trying to be honest about the situation. I was not aware of that's what that was. Sir,
If you come in tomorrow morning, see if we can figure something out.
to the water department
Yes.
to speak to the princess? Okay. When they open, is there a specific time I need to be here?
We're open at 8 o'clock in the morning, so you don't gotta work till 3, so anytime in between there.
Okay. Do I need to wait till somebody's there? Do I need to speak to the princess?
Yeah.
I need to speak to,
Melissa.
She just needs to come and sign it up for
Although
her
she
to get
get
what
paid
she
now
owes.
for-
no, I tried to, I feel like, she emailed me back pretty quickly and I appreciate that. But again, I got no answer. That's why I tried to forward it to you to make sure that, but I don't think I got a reply from you, which kind of disappointed me just now here. And I understand that you're a busy man. I understand that. I think you messaged me back the other day about my cat, the size, remember? And I was thankful and I said, thank you. I don't think you're a bad guy. I don't think that at all. I
knew she'd already responded to you with the information.
but that wasn't the information I needed, but thank you. I do appreciate both of you for taking the time to respond. I do appreciate that. And thank you for having me tonight. I will be back tomorrow morning to speak to the princess. If I need to have an officer up there, I guess, because that's what she escalates to is calling the police. Do I need to have an officer? Honestly, I'm just being honest.
I kind of like what I say. We're on YouTube right now.
We're fine. Believe me, I done made a fool of myself up here too, apparently. So, yeah, well, who likes, hey.
Ma'am, I think he's giving you the instructions to come up to the water department tomorrow.
Yes, sir, I
and
understand.
talk to La
Yes, sir.
Princess, and
Thank you.
I think that's where we
Okay.
need to end this
Thank you.
discussion.
Have a good day. Thank you.
You ready to step over there, ma'am? That's it.
Thank you.
The mayor's getting top that. Come on up here. You get
I promise you. David said, I think I'm just gonna pay it for her so she'll be quiet.
I'm almost kind of like, whatever, yes.
Y'all, I understand she's very upset about it,
Yeah.
but you do not know how long this has gone on. Melissa knows. The water
Okay.
department, they've called the cops on me.
Yeah.
You do.
I,
No, I'll tell you, I'll tell you.
I did not pay a reconnection fee for water that I had a leak in a house. I didn't want the water back on. I paid the bill current
And you wanna just
They
cut it off
continued
that
to
point.
bill me for 3 months for water that was past due and cut off. I'm telling you, it happened.
And I will say this, and I ain't saying in that instance, and you gotta realize, I work in the insurance business, I got an insurance agency. And you ought to see how for some reason people think they can come in, not you in this situation, how they can talk to those girls back there, makes me blush. And I know how sometimes men talk to insurance agency ladies, and I don't know what it is, when they see a woman in there, a girl in there, they just feel like they can just unload on them, and it is wild sometimes.
I know.
Well, there needs to be audio recording in that office.
There is.
Now there is.
And now I'm saying, they always say that, and every time I've ever been down there, those are the sweetest two girls down there.
Of
And
course
they
they
do
are.
But they do get beat up, but
I
what was your
understand that.
attitude when you came in?
Ma'am.
You were ready to strangle somebody, weren't you?
Well, because she was rude to me and hung up on me on the phone. And that's not customer service that you
That's
expect.
the only thing we'll ever say. If somebody's cursing or getting rough with them, they can hang up, but typically we don't.
But
Because you
and
have
Melissa's
people
the one who had that day, she came down and diffused that
Yeah.
and found that, the city had had my deposit of $100 for over 10 years.
We-
See, there are problems, very serious problems. And when you've had it for
We
years,
take them serious. We do. But we've got 3,500 customers and we deal with.
the water department is a business, sir, just like your business. And if someone came to you in your personal business and said there are serious issues,
Yeah.
and everybody's mad and pedal because the water's so high, I understand.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's actually,
But-
it's that war, it's actually your sewer.
Right. We understand it,
But
the
I
entire
thought it was
bill, it's a big bill, especially for older people who've been here a long
Oh,
time,
no, I know.
who have been paying for sewer, who have no new utilities, no new infrastructure in the old part of town, which is where that house is.
We did do $7 million worth in the last 4 years of infrastructure work.
I understand, but was it in the old neighborhood?
Are you saying, she was saying that too, that I understand, but I don't think they do.
But
Yes, it was all over town. It's lift stations all over town, and we're looking at doing $10 million more, mainly in other town. We do need to do more water projects, and that would be primarily in the old part.
I understand that, but like I said, the water department's a business.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the few departments that makes money for the city.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure it's ran properly by
I run a
people.
small business. I run a small business. One thing we do is make sure we have touch points that we handle, or if there was a situation like that, or with your situation, how could we do it better? We're very sensitive to that kind of stuff. And I know we don't get that, but I can assure you, 99% of the time I went down there and looked into it, it's not to say that we could not have handled it better, but what those girls have to deal with is words that I can't say to you two.
I understand that verbal abuse is real. Trust me, I work in health.
Forever.
I know verbal abuse is
We're
real.
gonna try to pay a bill, and the next thing we know, the cops are involved. That makes no sense. There's no other business in this town that put up with it. That makes no sense whatsoever.
But it is simple accounting, pretty much. I mean, it's,
The cops are there.
no, I'm just saying, when you come to a person that works in a business
Yeah.
who does
Oh, yeah,
accounting,
yours is.
and you ask them a simple question, or you ask for explanations,
That's
or you
it.
ask for their record, and they can't produce it.
Well, we can produce.
Well,
Task
that's the
force.
answer you
Is it
always
the
get.
task force?
It's just strengthening your.
Yeah, might as well sit
You
down.
still have $40 tax due.
Well, see, and a lot of times what happens is she'll pay it at the kiosk, but it doesn't get credited.
It goes directly at the kiosk.
Well,
Like when she
that's
paid
what
it
happened
online.
with mine.
But
I
I
paid
called
at the
this morning
kiosk.
when I ran the web pay report for everybody that paid online last night. I saw it and I went down there and I said, hey, Samantha made a payment last night because I had seen her name on go. Had to look her up. She still had $40 tax due. It goes in there automatically. That's why we have the kiosk and the web pay, so that we don't have to turn around and post the payment to your account. It posts automatically to the software.
Quicker, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I know she's had issues with, there was one point in time when Cash App or something was involved with the situation. And it's just been a lot of different things all at once. And y'all caught it. Y'all caught all of it, I'm sure,
Is that what you came for tonight?
to support her.
Oh, okay, good.
That's all.
So our goal is to get her taken care of.
Thank you.
She's
We
coming back
We want
tomorrow.
good and happy paying customers, other than they shouldn't, I understand the sewer bill's high.
Right, and I know that those are necessities, but the big part of the problem is those girls, sometimes you have to always call Melissa in to figure out what the problem is, because they don't grasp all those things. And it's been like that for years, but in your defense, it was not you who was the mayor whenever I got.
No, we're
My problem.
sensitive to that, and they're.
I'm just letting you know.
in there too, so, yeah.
It's just been long-standing.
Just
And we're not the only people who are unhappy with the water department.
We have around 3,500 customers. We deal with basically 80 to 100 on top. 3,400 people are paying us each month and don't even call us at all.
Yeah, but
And then my bill was high at the task force,
To say
and
we
then when
need
I
to
had a
better
leaking
recruit,
toilet, and didn't know it, so.
to say-
yeah, it happens.
to say we need to get better, I would always say we do. And to say that there's widespread problems, I mean, that, the math doesn't even work on that, speaking of accounting. I mean, 100 out of, I wish it was 0.
Well, maybe the people that do come to the office, maybe that's the outcome that we need to look at, those numbers, not in compared to 3,500 paying customers. But those that actually have to interact
We always.
and ask for specific things,
We always.
accounting wise.
But it does seem like if you pay us each month, there's a lot less problems.
It is.
You know, a lot less problems. And that's what we want. I mean.
Life has.
And you
a lot of
also can have it drafted out of your checking account.
Not everyone has those luxuries.
And
Y'all are much older.
Anybody
and you
who's
don't
under
commit.
the truck or anything. But any of your other power company, your Comcast, any of those companies don't want to hear, they want to have any of these conversations with you. So that's when I say, do we care? We're having these conversations, we're having in the morning, and we do go out of our way to get you cut back on and all those things. But Mississippi Power, you think they want their
But they may
$35,
talk about
$75, and they're not gonna cut you on, there's not gonna be a payment plan. there's
And
not
how
gonna be
much does the city pay? Charge $75,
Pay more than that in my power bill.
to reconnect.
Oh, yes, like $75.
Yeah. Well, I'm just telling you, Mississippi Power
No,
will
I'm
come
talking
out,
through power, that's too, that's just hot too.
it's $35.
Yeah. I don't know,
And they bill you,
Dixie,
and they bill you because they're utility.
That's what our water is.
Right.
Yeah,
Are you following what we're talking about now?
yeah, we're a utility and we try to work with people and you don't get that.
But you're talking about how the power company, I'm not gonna here to argue with you, Tony, I'm really not. But, you're saying that, you're here to work with people, but people who are already behind and you're charging them $75,
And they'll cut it off.
They would not put you back on.
Mississippi Power?
No, Dixie Electric, why don't you go pay
No,
that late
Dixie
bill
doesn't,
before they
but that's
do
a
it?
cooperative, it's different than a
You
utility.
have to pay them in full.
Yeah.
They want their bill,
Right, I understand that.
but we have a hardship, we have a hole, we go out of our way. We have forgiveness if you have a leak that's on your side that we can deem you.
The sewer, right, I understand. The
You
sewer.
don't get that from any other.
Well, the other thing is the payment plan, when you have a high bill like that. My mother was charged a finance fee that put it higher than what
No, we don't charge.
it was. It's been a while back.
No.
Some sort of fee.
2009.
It was some sort of fee. It may have been before that. We've been here a long, long time.
Yeah.
Well, ma'am, do you know Miss Samantha very well?
That's my niece.
We're getting ready here for the mayor's leave. It's been a picture of helping people with food poverty.
she
helping-
is.
I know the mayor's, I've
Yeah.
known her for a long, long time.
If Miss Smith is not already linked up with her in that program, that might
Go
help her
come down
alleviate,
and get food.
alleviate some of the
Yeah.
costs. Because I mean, it's tough out there, but
Yeah.
the
So she
health
has
task force can help.
$156, and she won't have to buy some food if she'll come down and just bring 2 bills and fill out a little paperwork, and we'll give her a box of food.
Since she's a resident out of Tuttle, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great,
We will do
great
that.
help. Maybe that can help the
Yeah.
situation.
You're welcome. And we've got a turkey for Thanksgiving. We'll give her.
That might be above her chef level.
Yeah.
All right, have a good night.
Thank you, John, tonight.
Just get
Thank
good
you.
for somebody to come.
Yeah. All right.
Close that door.
And the water department's been very nice to me. I know
Yeah, Hear about what I'm saying. I've never heard.
So anyway, but you know, we don't pay anybody's water bill, but, you know, I do try to help some people. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you for letting me speak tonight. I hate that y'all had to go through all that, but I'm asking for an increase in the Petal Children's Task Force 5K run. I originally told y'all it was 7,500 to be the, title sponsor. And that was before I used last year's figure, and the committee is $10,000 and not 7,500. And I would love to see y'all still be a sponsorship for the 5K run. And the city and the Forest County Board of Supervisors, Steve Stringer, has already paid me his money. He is on board, and I would love to see y'all on board. And I want to thank y'all for what you do for Petal. And we are, with that money, we purchase food for those people in need in the city of Petal. You know, we want to help everybody we can and for the struggling neighbors. And so if y'all will, please join us and help us purchase this food. And I thank you for all the support y'all give us. It's February the 28th. And it's at the Petal Civic Center. Waffle House does breakfast.
And they give away the most prizes.
Yeah, we have great door prizes. Plus, we give away $50 5 times and $50 bills. And we are the food bank in Petal. I know there's small little food banks around that tries to replenish, but we have the support of churches and citizens in Petal, and we're so fortunate to have that. With our new building, we are able to purchase and expand our food purchases and store more food, and that's wonderful. I just thank y'all for what y'all do for the for the task force from the city, and I would like for y'all to invite you for this Friday. We're giving out over 350 Thanksgiving boxes, and for you to stop by. We'd love to let you see it. Matthew Hyatt and Charlie Sims will have competitions handing out the box. And I always say the Petal Police win, you know.
We always.
Yeah. But they will be handing out the boxes Friday morning. And I appreciate them always volunteering doing that. So that's what I would like, is a recommendation for 10,000, and you've approved 7,500 already, but it's 2,500 more.
Say to the board,
Make a motion to increase the 10 grand based on the.
is there a second? All in favor?
That's assuming you take the 3 boxes away that the stringers are gonna get on for it.
I will. I'll just remember Kim, which comes in mind.
And
No.
is that registration for all the board members that they have to participate?
Yeah, to participate in the 5K run, and y'all gonna run with Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll walk.
I do thank y'all though, because, and if y'all have not seen our new addition, our new freezer got hooked up last night. So we now have 2 freezers and 2 coolers. We can store a lot more food, and we have Mississippi food that calls. And if we can get a pallet of frozen blueberries, if we can hold it in a freezer. So we do have capacity for that now. So that's more food that we can give out to the Petal people.
And just in case somebody's watching and wondering, we just have 2, I guess, 2 different conversations on money. This actually comes from 3% funds that can fund things of this. nature,
Exactly.
not The other stuff. So anyway, good deal. Thanks, Mary.
All right. Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
The land and emergency, so all you got to do is call me when we need money, so it's time to call.
And they said,
He told me
amen.
that. He told me that. He told me that.
Thank y'all so much.
Shit, thank you. So proclamation of resolution to close old business, going to general business, request to pursue bids on rescue tools purchased out of the state rebate fund for Chief Sims.
Motion.
There's a second. Second. All in favor? Number 8, request to accept equipment donation by the Gulfport Fire Department for Chief Sims.
Motion.
There's a second.
Second.
All in favor? That's pretty cool. I've seen the list. Very nice. I'm very appreciative of Gulfport and that. Number 9, request to pay Child Human Waste invoice 26,487 in the amount of $3,236.05 construction management services on Coalition Road widening. Motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And, just for the record, we have moved some MPO monies, over there, to take care of some of the overages over there. So we are in a good spot, as far as getting our money back, and accounted for over there. Number 10, request pay estimate in the, number 1, in the amount of $149,803.50 to Point Paving, for 2025 paving for SDW.
Motion.
There's a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 11, request to pay estimate number 1 in the amount of $2,435.16 to Chris Albert Construction, for Chapel Hill overlay, for SDW.
Motion, just for clarification, it's 206,000.
$206,453 and.
You said 2,600.
2,000.
Didn't want that.
Yeah, they wouldn't like, Chris wouldn't like that at all.
Motion.
And there's a second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Number 12, request to pay estimate number 3 in the amount of $319,886.37 to Fairleigh Construction, services for Friendly Park Northern Access Road for SDW. There's a second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Number 13, request to acknowledge a quitclaim deed for Curry Pedal Development LLC, accepting a portion of Tyner Road as a public road per SDW. Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Seminars and travel, 14, request for Charlie Sims to attend stocks instructor training in Birmingham, Alabama, 12/15 through 12/17, total cost $13.96.
Motion.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 15, request for Alexis Scott to attend 40-hour basic dispatch in Gluckstadt, 15th through the 19th of December, cost $1,563.60.
Motion.
There's a second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Number 16, request for Amy Heath to attend 2025 BOAM. Winter conference in Natchez, not very excited. Well, I'm from Natchez. Okay. December 2nd through the 5th, total cost $736.45.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Request for the following to attend public safety, deep water dive training in Destin, Florida, December 1st through the 2nd. Total cost $125. There's Carlton Sims, Jordan Marshall, Tab Brown, Dylan Anglin, and Cody West.
Motion.
There's a second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
That's kind of another one of those. That's in the summertime or something, go to Destin. Orders and ordinances, number 18, request to adopt order promoting Jesse Jackson to 3rd class patrol at a rate of $45,101.80 annually starting on the 26th.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 19, request to adopt an order hiring Kirk Nelson as 2nd class firefighter at a rate of $46,000 annually, effective December 2nd.
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Number 20, request to adopt an order promoting Richie Steele to relief driver at a rate of $48,000 annually, effective 11/26.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mayor, the only thing I've got is, we've got cooking, but I was able to go out to the Sims boat launch and kayak thing yesterday with Hattiesburg. Very nice to get a chance to ride out there. Very, very impressive. And that was from a couple of years ago when they got the motion grant, what we call it, which is the outdoor grant. And if you'll remember, we've got $261,000 that's going to be a part of our McAfee branch project. It was 3 funding sources. We've now made 2 funding sources out there because we got 2 bid back. So, any additions, Ms. Ada?
Well,
Just call them in and tell them we need some money.
Yeah, there we go.
we do have Chop Hill first this weekend.
That's right.
So that's
Yeah,
a big push for us.
Thursday through Saturday.
Thursday through Saturday.
And they have a website, has the, the brochure, tells all locations. So please, that's a great opportunity to support local businesses. That helps us out paying our bills. But again, there's a lot of great locations out there.
Yes, we do.
Okay, another point of matter that we need to make a vote on moving the time of our meeting on December 2nd, which is on Tuesday, which is our First parade, which is gonna be at 6. So we'll try, who knows what we'll end up doing with it going forward. The downside is the best day to take it would be like Thursday or Friday. Unfortunately, those 2 days are kind of taken, so to speak. Password does Thursday. I think Laurel does Friday. We've traditionally done Saturday, so hey, we'll look to see what this does and go from there. But the board, we need to decide the availability. I'd like to prefer to do it in the morning, just that way we get busy in the afternoon doing stuff.
First thing we want.
Want to do it 7, 8, 9? I'm good at whatever.
I'll be here at 7.
9
I'm good after the parade.
at night. Well, wait a minute, here we
First
go.
thing in the morning.
Yes.
Six.
Those had a big thing on the way.
What do you say? What'd you say, Mayor?
December 7th.
Mayor Ducker, what'd you say about me?
I think you can handle it at 7. You're here anyway.
I will second that motion. I wasn't really paying attention to
Don't do it.
See how you better not say that you can do it at that
Make a motion.
time.
Second or 6:09. All in favor? Okay, motion to adjourn.
I would be.